Welcome back to This is the Police 2. We are going to continue. We know what is the game right now. What is happening in the game, what exactly the strategic game plan is, how the game works. That's what I want to say. We've already seen this. Skip. Skip. Get this out of here. Alright, it looks like my neighbor Heinrich Schettel is so ill that he needs help. He's been shoveling snow off his porch every winter morning for 30 years, but he didn't do it today. He never admits when he needs help, and he's not inclined to accept help like most folks around in this town. But still, I'd like to bring him some food and medicine. Can I have the day off? It seems like something that you can also do outside of normal hours, but you know what? Let's just say yes. Oh yeah, this is the drumstick guy. Today's shift are 9 people. Good, continue. Auto assign. There we go. I do notice that there are 2 tasers that have not been given to anyone. It's probably because their shooting skill is too low. Is that the reason why? Well, Flower Pots does not have any shooting skill, so maybe, hold on, like this. There we go. Let's give, hold on. You've got a big shooting skill, so you get a taser. No. Yes. I think that's all that we need. Let's give this one to... Oh, everyone already has one. Start today. What is this? Oh, never mind. It's just a generic cinematic, apparently. There we go.
520 in progress.
Bank of Sharpwood. An elderly man wants to take a loan out to kill his wife. We've already seen this one. Yes, we need a speedy boy. Speed. In fact, we only need to send 1. But let's also send Gildenstern with him. With her. Excuse me. It's a bit relaxing, I'll tell ya. Once I get the hang of it. Out back behind the station, one of the snow drifts started melting and the legs of some... Wait a second. Is this... Hold on. Give me 1 second, alright? Alright, it turns out that it is as I suspected. Apparently I did not end the game. The game didn't save before I ended day 23, the 23rd of November. So apparently we just had to do it again. This time I did get the last criminal. I did get him. Use some pepper spray. These seem still randomized. Let's get a taser cartridge. It's only one. 1 can cap. Yeah, next. Tomorrow shift. You. The sex people. I want 10. if possible. U 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And the rest can rest. And the day. Here is the checkpoint. Got it. November 24th.
Mr. Nash, could you come over here for a second? We need to talk. Dr. Kanayan just... Hold on! 1 second. Tip, what the hell? What are you trying to do? Don't you remember what happened to Vic?
Oh, sorry.
You want that thing to explode in your hands. You want to lose your fingers. Put it back right now. Until you get some new cartridges, no one touches the shotguns. We agree.
Aw, come on. I'm not gonna shoot it. I just wanted to use it to scare old Kleiner. Want to see that stubborn idiot shit himself. Yeah, he's probably going around in diapers. You seen that fossil recently? You don't think...
I am not listening. Just put that thing back.
Damn it, Lily. Stop acting like you're everybody's mother.
I'll stop playing mother when you idiots stop acting like children.
Yeah, thanks a bundle. You won't be talking like that after I...
What's your name, son?
Tip Rami, sir.
Why do you need a shotgun, Tip Rami?
To frighten an old man named Herman Kleinert, sir. He's a local cobbler. The thing is, sir, the old man's grandson, Matthias Kleinert, recently raped a schoolteacher, and now no one knows where he is. I'm sure, sir, I mean everyone is sure, that old Kleinert is hiding his grandson somewhere. We tried talking to him, but it got us nowhere. To be honest, sir, the grumpy old maniac just stood in his door waving his gun, so talking just isn't going to work. I want to squeeze the old dirtbag, sir. Squeeze him good and get him to talk.
Kleinert's gun shoots salt.
Salt?
That's right, sir. Salt. But what's the difference? I'm not saying he was going to shoot me. I just wanted to scare the old goat, you know? It's not like I'm going to shoot him. Probably.
When you joined the sheriff's department, they gave you a gun, right?
Of course, sir. But who's scared of a tiny little pea shooter? Everybody in Sharpwood has a gun.
What else did they give you?
I'm sorry, sir?
When you entered service, what else did they give you?
I was issued a uniform, sir.
What else?
A
Badge?
radio?
And that's it?
And a knife.
This knife?
That's correct, sir.
Big, huh?
I guess so, sir.
What do you think, son? Think you could scare somebody with your big knife?
I don't know, sir.
Well, think about it. Here you have a big shiny piece of cold steel, nice and sharp, and you're holding it right to some bastard's neck. You bring it so close that one careless movement and you'll open an artery. But let's say you haven't lived such a clean life. You like to drink, so your hands are a little shaky. They shake all the time. If not today, then maybe tomorrow you'll slice someone open by accident. You think that's scary enough, son?
Yes, sir. It's very scary, sir.
Well, then what do you need a shotgun for, son?
I'll put it back, sir. I'll put it back right now.
We've
Well,
asserted dominance.
what are you waiting for? I have work to do. Can I go?
Yes, I just wanted to... Come to my office in the evening before you go home, okay?
Okay.
So, this department seems a bit trigger happy with everything. Claims he didn't come in to work today. Why not? I want to go work at the animal shelter today. Can I take the day off? You don't have enough work for yourself as it is. Let's ask him that. What do you mean? It's our duty, our sworn responsibility to help the defenseless and work for the benefit of society. Labor, as they say, ennobles a person. That's always been my life's credo. Can we do it with 8 men? Probably. It's just... You are fully energized. But you're not that useful though. Alright, let's go. Oh. Mr. Nash, yesterday we cut down such a huge oak tree that it could have made it across the Great Rift from edge to edge. Do you remember Lenny, the drummer for my band? So we made him a bunch of sticks from this oak, and in honor of the victory he decided to try to play with the metronome for the first time. But after just a minute of playing, he had some kind of attack. He was shaking all over and foam came out of his mouth. We had to force one of his drumsticks between his jaws so he didn't grind away his fucking teeth. Anyway, the guys drew a loss and today is my day to sit with Lenny. We need him to get better. The concert at my cousin's is coming up. I know you don't mind, Mr. Nash, and tomorrow I'll definitely be on duty. I've already ironed my uniform. Sure. So we have to make do with 8 people. Of these 8, they seem relatively capable. Continue. Auto assign. Let's give a taser to nobody. Because they all suck at shooting. You can send your cops to collect additional information or look for new frames on the suspects. Any cop engaged in an investigation will be unavailable for most of the day. So what they are saying is I will end up having only 7. Someone with a lot of intelligence. You, and you. I'm going with Belmont. Yeah. Look for new frames. For version 1, schoolboy. Version 2, plumber. Let's go for new clues. Is there like a certain amount of days this investigation needs to be finished at? Code 1, theft. An unknown person entered the court building and stole the personal files of convicts from the archive. Let's go with Aronovich. Sent. And now there are only 6. An armed gunman with a stocking on his head was trying to rob a bank. The guard saw that the guy in the robber's hands was only a toy and opened fire. The guy raced out into the street. We need a speedy person. And 245, that's a low amount. Let's go with who is fast. Nobody is fast. We need to make up with it by sending someone with the taser. You. Go with Morjan. And now we only have 4. Hopefully they will be done quick enough. Investigation journal. Alright. Wait, the journal. Is there something new in the journal? Sense of security. Oh yeah, this guy. Alright. You might want to use our caps on some personnel. Hello, is that Mr. Nash? I'm pretty sick here. Don't think I can make it to work today. I'm calling for urgent matter. I need to pick up some things from the laundry. I've got nothing clean at home, not even a sheet, and the doctor said that I can't lie in my dirty sweaty sheets or I'll never recover. Can you help me? Of course, I wouldn't ask for you personally to go to the laundry for me, God forbid. My friend who's on shift right now, he could do it for me. Please just let him off work for a little while so he can come help me out, okay? This is the old guy. Who is your friend? Yes. Oh, the other old guy. A guy with a stocking on his head is sitting on a bicycle near the bank. Turn on the siren, shoot into the air to ram the suspect's bicycle. You shoot into the air. Criminal ignored the gunshot and rode off on the bike. Got him off. You again? We did it. The patrol car quickly pulled in front of the bicycle. He crashed into the car, fell off the bicycle and was easy prey for the police. It turned out that the guy wanted to get a hold of some money to buy himself a car. You need money to get money, you know. You first earn some money and then buy a car and then rob a bank. So you can get away easier. Strength, intelligence, speed, stealth, shooting. Let's go with strength. Atlas perk. No, it's just to his incredible service. They did not put in a her for every message. The cop can carry a wounded ally or valuable cargo like he's dragging a weightless feather. Seems useful. Murajan is almost 50, or has almost 50 experience, which means that he will get some extra abilities. Well, not only abilities, but also extra skills. A large man was crossing the road at a green light and almost got run over. A car filled with noisy teenagers skidded to a stop inches away from him. The man decided to teach the young driver the rules of the road and dragged him out of the car. Seems like we need some strength here, or some negotiation. Sadly for us, we do not have very skilled people at the moment. Let's send Rosenkrantz and Spurlock, so we got the most experienced guy still available. There we go.
511 in progress.
Hit and run. Frick. 580. A dark sedan ran over a boy who was running across the road and attempted to flee the scene. Okay, wait a second. There we go. 490, 315. That's way overqualified. The woman I deal with at home are already driving me up the wall. I can't be babysitting woman while I'm at work too. God. Alright. Go back to Lily then. Shit. Are you sure you want to get rid of this cop permanently? After today's shift, he'll be Lily's problem, but you won't be getting a free substitute. He's very experienced though. Let's go with no then. Continue. We will never be able to. 1 second. Let's try it again. Maybe it's random. I shouldn't have accepted every single request from every one of my cops. I shouldn't have. Well, looks like Hit and Runner is going to get away. There we go. No one came to the call. The suspect escaped. Yes. A large man has pulled a young driver out of a car and thrown him over the bumper. The boy's friends jump out, one of them readying a hockey stick. We calm everybody down, throw a stun grenade or turn on the sirens. You know what? Let's throw a stun grenade. I'll let you throw it.
530 complete.
The cop threw a stun grenade, the explosion deafened everyone involved in the conflict, and the police took them down to the police station without any problem. Rosencrantz is about to level up, so we will give him some negotiation. Freeze buddy perk. Before raising the alarm, the policeman can't take an offender on the fly and immobilize him for one run. Sure. And Spurlock gets some speed and gains patience. Can spend all his current actions in exchange for a bonus action next turn. Up to 3 actions maximum. Okay. Sure, I'm not sure how that is going to work in a strategic situation. Alice on the street from Art Climsey. Hey Mr. Nash, it's me again. Thanks for helping me with the laundry. I'm finally lying on fresh sheets now and I'm already feeling better. But it got all mixed up when I had a damned temperature and I forgot I needed to pick up my dog Alice from the vet. In fact, I'm already late, and if no one comes for her today, the poor girl will just get thrown out into the street. My friend is all ready to go pick up Alice real quick and bring her home. You will let him off work, right? Who is Alice? Who is Alice? Yes, sure. Who did we send? Is this Alice? Are you Alice? This Sandra. Are you Alice? This Jessica. Who is Alice? Did we send someone else?
520 in progress.
Woodworking factory. The factory manager looked out his office window and saw someone taking a shit on his old car. It seems like a good old Spurlock and Murajan situation. Nash, I'm not going to mess around babysitting losers like Artavazd Murajan. Give me a normal partner, a professional. Sheeny. See, Sheeny does not have a problem with anyone. Spurlock apparently does. So, Mustard is a sexist and Spurlock is an elitist. Which is... She's one of the worst cops on my team at the moment. So it's very rich coming from her. Mr. Natch, it's me again. It seems like we only just talked a minute ago. It was only a minute ago. Thanks for helping me with the dog. I was terrified at the thought that she might be turned out into the street, but today I've got even bigger things to worry about. My temperature has only dropped a little and I had to rush my wife to the hospital. She just went into labor. Hold on, isn't this the really old looking guy? Huh. I got her here in such a hurry that I forgot to turn off the stove. I make myself chicken broth for colds, all according to the grandmother's recipe. My friend says he can go turn it off. He will literally be done in an hour. I hope it's not a problem and you will have my gratitude to my dying day. Sure.
540 in progress.
We are talking about Aranovich, right? That's the friend. Astrid E. Johnson High School. You know what? I'm going to make some notes. Alright. Hold on. Notepad. Alright. So, Mustard, sexist, Spurlock, elitist, relation between Aranovich and Art. Friends. If that matters. Sure. Okay. hold on. Resume. A man came in to pick his son up from school, but instead started harassing a young history teacher. Harassment. Mustard. Musika. I should have tested if Mustard had the same reaction when sending in. Yeah, you know what? An old man with his trousers down is squatting on the hood of the manager's car, singing something to himself. He's an old man. Restrain him. Let him finish. Don't let him finish. Restrain him.
520 complete.
Cop managed to overpower and arrest the criminal. It turned out that the old man wanted to take revenge on the factory manager for forcing him to retire. Well, it's sad, but, you know, it is what it is. You will be the stealthiest cop in this country. Thanks to his incredible service, Rajan earned the Silence perk. I wonder. Well, let's worry about it later. Do you think that if I give them a certain skill, that their ability that they gain is associated with that skill? Maybe, maybe not. The man has pushed the teacher back into the chalkboard and is reaching up under her skirt. Alright, the girl is trying to push him away with one hand and is reaching for her pointer with the other. Let's not hand the teacher a pointer. Let's use a shocker. You are going to shock.
540 complete.
The cop struck the criminal between his legs with a shocker and incapacitated him. When he recovered, he immediately repented of his behavior. I've always been like this. I can't control myself. When I see a teacher, I just lose my head. My dick stands up like a steel rod. Well, you know, you still can't do it then. Let's go with intelligence. Hunter perk. Disarmament of explosive devices and traps. Hold on, what just happened? The secret. Oh, you looked for new clues. Found no new clues. Is that because there's a limit on the amount of clues that you can get? Because I noticed that we have 5 clues already, and in the last investigation where we had everything, we also had 5 clues. So maybe that's the reason. Close. So next we are going to search for clues on the kids, I imagine. Read all the messages to finish the day. Ari Arunovic interrogated some of the witnesses and prepared a preliminary report for the mystery of the black box. Alright. An unknown person entered the court building and stole the personal files of convicts from the archive. The door was opened improperly, but not with brute force. A few wooden splinters were found in the lock. So, lockpicked. Inside it's a mess. A box filled with old case files is spilled on the floor, and next to it are a dozen fresh cases of male defendants and the black lid from the stolen box. Okay. So the case files that were stolen were from a male defendant, is what they are saying. And the black lid from the stolen box. Okay. Susan Morabito, stenographer, so that's the one that writes down the whole court statements. We keep strict reception hours, but I always help people anytime because officers of the court must always stand guard for justice. One time there was a case where Marcus Repo's cat was going to be put to sleep because it kept going into the neighbor's property and killing the squirrels. I thought it all over and puzzled it out in my head. In the end, I was able to prove that the cat was too fat to be the culprit, and the real criminal was an old hermit who lived at the end of the street. Can you imagine? I love to help everyone, but unfortunately it doesn't always turn out so well. You're a stenographer though. How do you prove something if you're a stenographer? Huh. Alright. A few days ago, a man came in, a nice looking monk, or probably a witch doctor. He was wearing a hoodie under his sheepskin coat. He said that he's fulfilling a holy mission and helping recently released female prisoners return to a normal life. So this is not our guy. He asked for several personal files, but I had to refuse because these papers can only be accessed by official signature. It's too bad, of course, but at least it worked out good with the cat. They called him the Snow Savage. Huh. Joseph Pierce, Watchman. People are always after something. A lot of times they just want something to fight over. We get all types here. Yesterday a guy came in dressed in a hoodie and carrying a wooden stake in his hands. Wooden stake. Alright. I locked the door to the archive so he couldn't bust in. I asked him what he wanted and he just said he wanted to go to the toilet. I took him in and he did his business. In the winter the back door swells up and won't close all the way. Anyone can come in, so it's a good thing that all the rooms inside are locked. We've got 4 clues. Flora Billup's brother. We miss a clue. The man in the hoodie. But the man in the hoodie is a witch doctor who wears a hoodie. But he can't be the guy that did it. Alright, let's close. We got 20 caps, 16 caps. I think we are going to hire a couple of guys. Let's hire Brady. Why is this guy so expensive? Why is this guy so expensive? He comes with his own equipment. Okay. Let's buy you. You are hired. Let's go with Shocker. Next. You? What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh, it means that these two stayed home last time. Alright. You. I'm not gonna work every day. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. I wasn't so interested in my toy soldiers' weapons as in their uniforms. The quality of the seams, the color of the buttons and the weight of the materials. When I got a little older, I started to design and sew clothes while I was studying at the academy. I made several prototype police uniforms and dreamed that I could wear them in the service if I ever got a chance. All I need to do is get them out of the closet and iron them nicely. You wouldn't mind, right? One request. This is the last one. I'm not gonna work every day. That's 8. 8 people. 8 people. That's not enough. 9. Let's go with 9 people. Next. And today. Oh, cinematic. Oh yeah, we said that we were going to meet them after our last shift.
So, you want to talk?
Yeah, well, before I... Well, thanks for helping me this morning with Chip. Sometimes he just... Anyway, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. It's very serious. I mean it. It's serious. As far as I understand, yesterday you had some kind of altercation with Charlie Fletcher. Dr. Kanahan called me and... Well, Fletcher's going to be okay in a couple of days. It was nothing serious. But I don't want this happening again, all right?
I can't promise you that.
I don't understand.
I said that I can't promise you that nothing like that'll happen again.
Listen, Jack, I don't like Fletcher either.
It's not Fletcher. I will treat my subordinates as I see fit. That's what I mean.
But Jack, there are boundaries. I, as the sheriff, I draw those boundaries, okay? I respect your experience, I do, and I just want to say there are rules that must be respected, and I believe that these rules are an integral part. You know, I believe we understood each other, and there won't be any more problems, right?
Why am I here?
I'm sorry?
Why am I here?
Well, because I asked you to come and talk, and I...
No, not here in your office, but in general. Here. What am I doing here? Why am I here, Lily?
Because you got into a difficult situation, and now...
I'm helping you steer the department. Look, I could run. I might go to jail, but I'm here. Why am I here, Lily?
We could call it a mutually beneficial deal because...
Why, Lily? It's a simple question, and the answer is also simple. Why am I here?
Jack, I don't know what you...
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Some bearded old man with fake documents strikes up a conversation with you, and suddenly he's...
Jack, please, you know how much this...
becoming the sheriff's right hand. Actually doing all the work of the sheriff. How does that happen, Lily? Come on, tell me.
Jack, I'm begging you.
The answer is already in your head. I just want you to say it, Lily. Say it out loud. Why am I here?
I'm begging you.
Say it.
Let's just...
Why am I here?
Because I'm a shit cop, right? I'm a shit cop. I can't do anything. Shit cop, shit cop, shit cop. Without you here to help, it would be the end. You wanted me to say that. Is that what you wanted? Are you satisfied now?
I'm very satisfied, Lily.
Well, this got a lot. This got very antagonistic all of a sudden. Alright. November 25th. I hope. Oh no. Mr. Nash, Lenny is much better. Thanks for keeping him in your thoughts. He didn't go to the doctor. We decided that he was just anxious because tomorrow is our long-awaited concert. I'm going to rehearse today until I can't feel my fingers. Wish me luck. Mr. Nash, thanks for your help yesterday. I always knew that you were a stand-up guy. By the way, my wife gave birth so quick that the stove was still warm when we got home. Good. So we've got 8 people. Is this your outfit, Brody? I maybe should have said no. He's not going to be taken seriously. Alright. Anyway, let's start the day. Let's go. You are going to look for new frames of the schoolboy. That's your job today. It's an open case with no cop assigned to it. If you leave things like this, no progress will be made today. I'm afraid I have no choice. Because I also think that I already do not have enough cops. Vic Duval. Mr. Nash, I'm a freelance photographer for the Sharpwood Police, as well as a part-time sniper, and I'll tell you straight out, I like being a sniper much more than photographing some bastards at weddings and children's performances. Anyway, Miss Reed said that now I will work in your team. I'm glad to finally be home. I went down to Freeburg to buy some lenses at Atticus's photography studio, and my pickup truck's starter broke down. I had to spend a few days in the city and I can't stand it. It always seems to stink here like rotten oranges. Anyhow, I am at your disposal. I'm ready to shoot some people. With a photo camera, I hope. From Helga Asmara, Mr. Nash, I commune with the spirits and can see invisible things and hear soundless things. I draw from the tears of the earth and gaze into their reflection in a wooden bowl created long ago by forest spirits from a long extinct giant tree. Sure. And we are not talking about some ordinary well, oh no. I draw this water from a secret source deep in the forest. So secret that even the animals and birds have never heard of it. Only the spirits that quench their thirsts there. Many of my unique abilities will aid you in your investigations, which I see it now, are gnawing at your troubled soul. I am at your disposal if you agree to pay for my gifts. Alright, so there's real money now too. I do not know how much money I have at the moment. If this was real life, I would say no, because, you know, police investigations and the spirit world tend to not meddle well together. But since this is a game, all mysterious women are legitimately spiritual, so yes. I see the darkness, no. Hold on, I see the light, no. The bottom of the lake, no. The ocean, I hear the singing of silent stars. I feel the moisture of fire. I see a criminal, he's grinning, no, he's crying, no, he's laughing. He disappeared. Now I hear the whisper of the spirits, but I can't make anything out just now. I hear you. They know all about the scoundrel. They say to look for the one with the two-faced heart. The top is covered with soft grass, and below is a dark stone bottom. Phew, that's all. I was happy to help with your investigation. Freaking useless. What is this? What? This is me, right? So what am I doing here? Why am I here? An elderly woman lost her temper while standing in line and smashed a glass counter with her cane. Kurosawa, you go. Oh, I'm a sniper. Send. I'm not going anywhere without backup. Is that so? Is that always the case? Let me see. Kurosawa. Coward. There we go.
In progress.
Child abuse. A grandmother found her grandson masturbating and is threatening to castrate him with a sickle. Let's see if this is correct, alright? Yes. So, 550. It's Brody. No. Rosenkrantz and Kurosawa situation. Alright. An old lady at the bank's slow pace of service is shaking her cane menacingly. I do not have enough time left on this earth to spend hours in the devil's bank. This seems like a negotiation thing. Drag out the old woman by force. Let's go, lady. I don't have time for this either. Don't stop on my account. This is great. I think the second one is the only one that's... I'm too old to be patient, explained the woman. I just don't want to die someday waiting in line. Excuse me? Point your revolver at the woman? How about you die right now? It seems a little bit excessive. Forcibly drag the old woman out of the bank. Let's go, lady. I don't have time for this either. Ask the cashier to serve the old woman out of turn. Yes.
518 complete.
The old woman hands a bunch of receipts to the cashier. The cashier works on them for a very long time. The cop watching her grows bored and distracted and fails to notice the old lady slipping out the back door. We should have forced her out of the bank. And I knew that beforehand, but I was like, no, you are not going to, you know, use a baton on an 80-year-old woman. Seems like a bad idea for an auto mechanic who came to work on the last day before his retirement drove off in an expensive convertible. Flower pots. Flower pots so far has been exemplary. Seems to not be a coward either. An elderly woman with a sickle is standing under a tree beneath a flimsy branch which is supporting a teenager. The old woman screams, Terry, get down. If we don't do it right now, both of us will enslave your mind and then I'll have to cut off your head. Lady, he's just a boy. You are acting like you're possessed by pyros because that what you are doing is crazy. Sneak up behind the woman or watch. Let's negotiate, alright?
534.
The elderly woman dropped the sickle upon hearing the cop's words and grabbed her hat. What misfortune. Pyros had tricked my mind like that worker from the factory many years ago. The police easily arrested the criminal. Civilians unharmed. Offender caught. Donna Ferry. Mr. Nash, today I turned out to be an unwitting witness to a horrible crime where innocent lives were hanging in the balance. It was a pleasure seeing the cops working under your leadership. Everybody always said that the cops here just hang around polishing their badges. But after what I saw today, I have no doubt that true professionals work at your department. I have 4 children myself and I'd just die if something happened to my bunnies. Thank you for your work. I want to really thank you in some way. I work as a cleaner and I could at least straighten up the station for you. I won't mess with anyone or touch anyone's things. I'll just polish everything up so you won't even recognize the place. Just point me to a bucket and some water. Yes? If something gets stolen, I will never take someone's gratitude again. I will never accept it. The convertible flew out of the auto repair shop and crossed the road. The mechanic folds down the car's roof and turns on the music. Shoot out the convertible's tires. Given that her stats of shooting are 0, block the road with a patrol car, ram the convertible with a patrol car. Block the road?
515 complete.
Oh no. The cop who was behind the wheel suffers a mild concussion. Should have rammed. I should not be afraid of these things, if I'm not even sure that they matter. Injured cops go to the hospital under the supervision of Dr. Kanayan. If a cop is killed on a mission, it's on you. But if a cop dies in the hospital, Lily will send you a replacement. After all, it's because the doctors couldn't save him. Interesting. So that's one less. Injury. Has to spend 2 days in the hospital. Sure.
536 in progress.
Animal abuse. A woman reports seeing a young guy being mean to a dog and threatening it with a stick. You too. We've got 3 cops. Armed robbery. Some calls are so complex that they require a full tactical operation during which you will direct your subordinates on scene. During which you will direct your subordinates on scene. If a tactical call comes up when all your cops are busy, it's better to wait for them to return and prepare for the mission properly. You have until the end of the day to deal with the situation. How many people do we need? A postman reports that the post office had been taken over by armed men. As soon as those hicks came through the door, I knew there will be trouble. One of them had been here once already. He wanted a package from his sister and wanted to check the warehouse himself. I shouted at him that I'd be right back. But instead I hurried into the warehouse and locked the door. Then the criminals started trying to break down the door. I went to the back window, but it was swollen shut. They were shouting that they'd shoot if I even touched their package with the instructions for summoning a forest spirit. So I broke through the window and ran over to Bad Ear's gas station. I think they are still in the post office digging through the packages. So it's all around just better for me to wait, right, until the end of the shift. That's what they are saying. The guy wasn't being mean to the dog but playing with it. The dog happily fetched its master's stick and then casually licked the cop's palm. False alarm.
551 in progress.
Attempted robbery. A man claims that forest spirits are bursting into his house with thunderous howling. They want to steal my soul. Ready? Let's go, Brady. Should have probably brought Guildenstern with him. Look for new frames. Birds are third for new frames for version 1 of the investigation schoolboy. Seems promising. So we've already seen what happens. Quietly sneaks out of the toilet. Schoolboy Tommy Moore and his friends are sitting on the floor and watching a movie. Tommy Moore, along with the other boys, leaves Elma's house. They are watching a movie. Goes with his backpack to the toilet. Sneaks out of the toilet. Puts the video player in his backpack and then leaves Elma's house. He stole the video player because his family is poor and he envied Eric and his wealthy parents. Alright, let's go. Pink chewing gum. The offender took the video recorder but left the wires that connected it to the TV. Perhaps the thief was in great hurry or simply didn't know what wires he would need. It was Tommy who stole it. I'm telling you, he's the poorest and greediest kid in our class. He doesn't even share his gum. He always claims that his parents bought him the coolest video player, but of course no one has seen it. So we were watching Bloody Shirt 4, and when we finished and everybody was going home, he sat down on the toilet, and while I was talking to the boys at the door, he had plenty of time to take the video player. He could have fit my whole scooter into that huge backpack of his. It does feel like it makes sense. Indict. Yes. The arrest of Tommy Moore. The first half of the day Tommy sits in school. He isn't known to play hooky. After school Tommy usually goes home. He doesn't want his parents to worry. Let's send you to. I think that should be where he is right now. Suffering from insomnia, the man mistook the wind along the street and the shutters on his windows for angry forest spirits. The doctor has already been called. Alright. Offender caught. And Heath Guildenstern got some points, which I will put in intelligence. Court tomorrow. Tomorrow Judge Trent will consider the case The Secret of the Pink Chewing Gum, in which Tommy Moore will be charged as a defendant. And then we will probably see whether or not I was correct. I think. Hold on. What happened to the armed robbery? I waited too long, didn't I? I waited too long. Oh no. 1 criminal arrested. 2 escaped. A tactic mission failed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Tomorrow's shift. Everyone is going to be on tomorrow's shift. Continue. You. 10. 10 is enough. You are going to be ready tomorrow, I hope. 10 is enough. November 26th. And I just got the checkpoint, so we are just going to look at the cinematic and then we will end for today.
Thank you again for your time, Mr. Kogan. And thanks for your patience. Next Thursday we'll have another meeting, by which time I will have some new questions for you. If you remember something new before our next meeting, not just about Jack Boyd, but about your work in the police department as a whole, then just let me know. If you change your work schedule, let me know. If you need to leave Freeburg for some reason, well, you understand. Let me know.
Don't look at me, Mr. Kogan. I don't want to be here any more than you do. If it was up to me, neither one of us
Thank
would
you
have
again,
to.
Mr. Kogan. You are free to go.
Who is Mr. Kogan? Is this someone that I should
Take
know?
it easy on these people, Lana. They don't have to.
I'm just doing my job, Wilton. It's your job too, remember? Please invite Miss Emma Weinstein in.
Emma Weinstein? Again? What is this already, her 6th?
Just the 4th.
And you're hoping to learn something new. As far as I recall, she just keeps saying the same thing.
I will definitely learn something new, Wilton. Even if she keeps saying the same thing. Even the fact that she always repeats all the answers word for word. That's already very important information just by itself.
Well, yes, for you. Because the whole world around you is very important information.
Good morning, Miss Weinstein. I'll ask you some questions, some of them new, others I've already asked you during previous interviews. But I hope that you'll be kind enough to...
You can ask me any questions, Miss Thurman. I'll answer you. For the second time, the 5th, the 10th, as long as it takes. You know that.
Then let's not waste any time.
Oh. Wait a second. For as long as he was police chief, 12 years. Let's go with this one. From his first day on duty. Hold on. I said we were going to do the cinematic and then stop. So sorry, but I'm going to quit now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video.